In 1996, the California High-Speed Rail Authority was created by the state legislature to plan and design a system connecting the state's major metropolitan areas. Fast forward to 2004. That's when the authority and the Peninsula Corridor Joint Powers Board, which owns and operates Caltrain, entered into a Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, to work together to plan a shared corridor between San Francisco and San Jose. A year later, in 2005, the statewide program Environmental Impact Report and Environmental Impact Statement, also known as EIR-EIS, was approved, outlining the entire proposed high-speed rail system. In 2008, California voters passed Proposition 1A, the Bond Act to finance high-speed rail in California. Also approved that year was the Bay Area to Central Valley program EIR-EIS, which first identified Pacheco Pass as the preferred alternative to connect the Bay Area to the Central Valley. Then in 2009, the authority and the Peninsula Corridor Joint Powers Board signed another agreement to identify a plan supporting both high-speed rail and a modernized Caltrain service. These original plans called for a fully grade-separated, four-track system between San Francisco and San Jose. The same year, the authority and the Federal Railroad Administration issued a Notice of Preparation and a Notice of Intent, or NOP-NOI, initiating the environmental review process. That kicked off a public scoping period, during which time the authority collected nearly 900 public comments on its plans for the peninsula. That year, meetings with the public, technical working groups, and other stakeholders were also held throughout the corridor. In 2012, after listening to concerns from community leaders and residents about a four-track system, the authority called for a blended system in our 2012 business plan, and the legislature passed Senate Bill 1029, which provided funding for Caltrain electrification as part of a blended system with high-speed rail. In 2013, the authority and Caltrain signed a new agreement outlining the general path for advancing the Caltrain modernization program and the blended system, and replacing the agreements signed in 2004 and 2009. In 2014, the legislature and the governor reaffirmed their commitment to high-speed rail by providing an ongoing revenue stream through the state's cap-and-trade proceeds. In 2015, the authority renewed its public outreach efforts in the Bay Area, hosting community open house meetings, working group meetings, and reaching out to specific communities through the authority's Environmental Justice Program, developed in compliance with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. All of these outreach efforts continued through 2015 and are still ongoing today. Last year, the authority's 2016 business plan was adopted, outlining a new plan to offer initial passenger service from the Central Valley to the Silicon Valley by 2025. Also in 2016, the authority and the FRA issued a new NOP-NOI, initiating the environmental review process for the blended system from San Francisco to San Jose. That kicked off another public scoping period, during which time more than 150 public comments were submitted to the authority. Lastly, in 2016, the authority signed a funding agreement and supplement to the 2012 nine-party MOU. It outlines the authority's commitment to provide Caltrain with an additional $113 million for electrification, bringing the authority's total contribution to $713 million. That brings us to 2017. You'll be seeing more community outreach events and stakeholder engagement to make sure you're informed and involved as environmental and technical analysis moves forward. Late this summer, we expect to present the staff-recommended preferred alternative to our board of directors. Then we plan to issue the draft environmental document, which will include a public hearing and a 45-day comment period. We encourage you to stay in touch and share your thoughts with us throughout this process. Community feedback has been and will remain critical to building the nation's first high-speed rail system right here in California.